Hi everyone, welcome back to Snobservation. It's your favourite doll, Priscilla!
Hi, it's Hazel, and welcome back to Snobservation. I know it's been hiatus, but that doesn't mean we're still wrong. Welcome to our favorite little podcast where me and Priscilla talk about movies, and whatever we say is correct. Even if it isn't, it's still correct. Smile.
Smile, smiling so sweetly. Teehee. When we looked
Are
at the
back.
Google form for this movie entry, we both had very interesting reactions to seeing that this movie was in the docket, didn't we? Didn't we, Hazel?
Yeah, who wants to go first on this matter?
I'm happy to, as you know. I love to be
yeah,
loud
yeah.
and,
Who am I
loud and
kidding? This is Priscilla the
proud.
doll. Who am I kidding? This is Priscilla the doll.
I was like, good heavens, great Scott!
Great googly boogly.
Exactly. I was aghast. I was appalled. I was not pleased, but I have found some interesting material to discuss with this movie. So don't you worry, I'll be a yapper as always.
For me, it was more like, oh, it's here.
It is here.
Yay. It's yay. Yay.
It has arrived. The thing is here. That sort of energy.
Again, I just don't like Hollywood as a business, as a present time, like current modern
I was telling Azel
industrial thing.
I love to describe American movies as foreign films.
And they are.
I love
just a matter of perspective, they are.
Yeah, they are. And some people get very upset about this, and I find it so funny. So I keep doing it.
Seed mom.
I'm going to be quite bitchy this episode. Fair warning. Warning, Priscilla bitching. But I mean, hey, what else is new?
This is like the norm. You should, we're 4 episodes in. I feel like viewers, I think you should come to expect this, you know?
Yeah. You may also hear a cat yelling from my end.
Speak of the devil.
That was amazing timing. Good job, baby girl. I will get Yuki to flash up a beautiful picture of our princess for half a second, maybe even like a second or so you guys can see the Scream Queen herself. She decided to join me just to start the episode off, but then she heard what the episode was about, and that's right, guys. You saw the title. You know what we're here for. It's Michael Bay's Transformers.
It's the Bayverse Transformers, the first one.
Yeah, we're not watching
best
all of
one
them.
out of them all. The best one out of them all, in my opinion, but it's still low bar.
It's still low bar. It is. We're not watching all of them. I'm not doing that. I know we watched 2 movies for Reefer Madness, but that was different. Very different situation where we're watching the movie it was based on, and then we watched the musical. Completely different situation.
Yes.
Sequels don't count in this collective movie research time thing we do. I think we'd die.
If we had to watch every movie in the series, we wouldn't be done with this because we'd be waiting for like Avatar to finish.
God, yeah, we'd be doomed. Yep, that's right, gang. Avatar is in the lineup. I'm excited for that one, actually. I'm
excited, but also it's a long movie.
It's a long movie. We might have to take a break in the middle of it while recording, so we don't wear ourselves out.
You can tell how much we're excited not to cover this, but we have to bite the bullet. You just want to get this over with?
Yeah, let's get this over with, Hazel. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. You know how it is. Welcome to Michael Bay's Transformers. Oh my goodness. One thing we both can agree on, CG's fucking gorgeous still. It's timeless.
The CG, the VFX, the sound team, chef's kiss. They worked like their rent was due, and they paid their rent, and I'm so proud of them.
If all you do is you watch the intro animatic, intro CGI animation piece from this movie, and you don't watch the rest of the movie, I think that's worthwhile.
You can watch the intro and like the very end fight sequences. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch like the rest of it.
Yeah, if you just watch a compilation of all the CGI and none of the rest of the movie, I think you are living a perfectly reasonable viewing experience.
Which is like pretty telling of how we view the film overall.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of like, I'm gonna be real, there's like a bunch of fluff that didn't need to be there but had to be there because of circumstances. We'll get to that. All right.
We'll get to that.
Where do we begin, Priscilla?
Okay, so there's just a classic backstory stuff about the Civil War with the 2 Transformers factions, Autobots, Decepticons. I have to say, Autobots sucks as a team name. Decepticons is really good. Autobots sucks. I just have to put my foot down there.
it's a time. It's a relic of the time. It's like a carryover for what was first
Oh,
created
I
when
know.
naming conventions weren't really that good. But hey, it
I
stuck
know.
around, and honestly,
It's still lame as hell. I know. I'm not
it
a
could
huge
be
fan.
worse.
It could be, but it could be better. They have been fighting for the Allspark, which is that little cube, which is the source of all life. You know the one. We've all seen it. We all know the story. I say, like, everyone knows what I'm talking about.
The cube.
The Autobots want to use it to rebuild Cybertron and end the war, which is an interesting thing, because I wonder what they mean by rebuild Cybertron. Just a thought in my brain. Well, the Decepticons want to use it to conquer the universe. Classic Decepticon bullshit. You know how it is. They're evil. They just do evil things.
Decepticons be Decepticoning.
Decepticons be Decepticoning.
And then we fast forward to guitar. For some reason.
For some reason, we're in the Middle East. Not sure why. I think it was just where everyone was at the time.
It was where everyone was at the time. Yeah. Unfortunately, yes, that is how it went.
So my first notes for this bit is setting things in the Middle East and expecting me to like that it's set in the Middle East and it's a military thing in the Middle East. I have a lot of thoughts about the American military.
You sure did when we were watching it. We both did, honestly.
I made a lot of puking noises every time I saw like military propaganda. I made puking noises, and Azel loved it.
Mm-hmm.
He loved it, I promise.
I love the puking noises, not the military propaganda. Let's make that very clear.
I do. I know that there was one member of the military unit who liked every now and then he would slip into Spanish, I believe. I'm not multilingual, alas. And every now and they would be like, English, please. We don't know what you're saying. And
English, motherfucker.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, on the one hand, you need to be able to communicate with your unit, but he's only doing this in like chill situations. Let him let loose a little bit. Let him keep his mother. Let him enjoy his language.
Let the language fly.
It's so aggressively American, of a statement.
Painfully American.
And it makes me cringe. It's like it's the sort of thing you want to see. For me personally, it's something I would see in a cringe compilation.
Heard it here, folks. That did not come out of my mouth. That came out of hers.
They're also like reminiscing about going home, like they were drafted or something. Like, you chose to be there. What are you doing?
Yeah, you chose to be there, but standard American.
It's not drafted.
Standard military.
Yes, you weren't drafted to be there. It's stupid. There's so many military propaganda tracking shots of just like aircrafts and random
America.
Yeah. Azel loves saying this, and then he pukes a bit inside.
Yeah, but really, there's an egregious amount. Okay, I can't say egregious amount because this is pretty normal for Transformers. There is a hefty amount of America in it because
it's egregious to our hearts and souls. Let's say that.
Yes. Yeah.
And you found out something interesting about why there was so much in there.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to use like the military, like military's vehicles or other assets of the sort, they have to be given the green light by, I believe that's the Pentagon. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that. And then also have to portray the American military forces in a positive light.
Yeah. So basically, they can shove whatever they want into the film, and they can tick or remove anything they dislike.
Mm-hmm.
They can okay or cross things out as they please, which explains a lot about how many just egregious shots of just people just looking at aircrafts and shit there were. Like, these weren't necessary, and they took you out of the film. They ruined the immersion. It actually made the film worse. Another great note I have is, the Americans can't be evil. He's a random Middle Eastern kid smiling at them.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
They can't be evil. Look, there's someone from the country they're occupying.
They're helping. Smile.
Smiling.
They're helping. Smile.
Smiling. So there's the main character of the squad, I guess. He's the white guy. I'm sorry, he's the average white guy.
Please go off.
The one who's as close to the military as ideal as possible. he's on a call with his wife back home and they've got a baby, and it's like, oh, he's got a baby. Oh, he has to get back home. What about his baby? He'll never meet his baby. And then the Decepticons attack.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wow, who could have seen this coming? I'm sorry, it's not a very subtle film, and I don't hate when films are so blatant like that, but it's on top of everything else, it's just ridiculous.
It's painfully patriotic.
It is. I do enjoy the aggressive destruction that this movie has. Like, the destructive scenes are very satisfying. Like the mayhem and chaos of the buildings being destroyed and such are very satisfying to watch.
I will say though, that is only there because America.
America. Oh god, I said it. I'm being infected. He's getting to me. Send help.
No, don't send help. Say that in the most snide and mocking way possible.
Yeah. Ugh, America.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
That is one thing I'll give this movie, is that it's really, really fun seeing everything get destroyed. I get it. The Decepticons are kind of fun.
Also, explosions. We'll get to many, like, you know this by now. If you hear the words Michael Bay, expect a bunch of explosions. You know the drill.
He was kind of cooking. I don't know if he kept doing the explosions as good further down his career, but the ones in this one were really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then he shows up.
He
shows up. Oh, quite frankly, he taints a lot of these. Like, if you could find any joy in these movies, which I completely understand if you could, this kind of taints any possibility in my eyes. It's him. It's the man. It's Shia LaBeouf, guys.
Sam Witwicky, also known as Ladies Man 217.
God damn.
Sorry.
No, I get it. Thinking on it, what they were trying to go for is they were trying to do a Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim wasn't even Scott Pilgrim out by then.
No, the vibe though.
I'm pretty sure
they were trying to do an awkward teenager who is actually charismatic, but he's a loser.
He kind of delivered on that, but not the
charisma. And let's be real, Shia LaBeouf never had that.
Yeah. I can see that. That's your shtick over there. I'm just here like, hi, I'm here. I'm funneling information one out when you're out of the other.
Yeah.
While I was watching this. But anyway, yeah, Shia LaBeouf, Sam Witwicky.
He's there.
Token nerdy kid that wants to fit in, be cool.
He's not nerdy though. He doesn't give a shit about anything nerdy. He likes cool cars and hot girls. He doesn't do D&D or whatever.
I say nerdy because air quotes.
He's just an awkward, cringy kid.
Awkward cringe, yes. Wants to be popular.
And we're meant to feel sorry for him because the jock is mean. But
I did not feel sorry throughout this entire film for him. I was cringing.
No,
I was cringing this entire film.
We didn't feel any sympathy for this little weasel. But we did get to see Megan Fox, so that was kind of nice.
Let's go.
She doesn't have a lot to do character-wise in this, and it really hampers her ability to act, because I've seen her in fucking Jennifer's Body. She is so good at acting. She's actually really fucking good, and she has nothing to work with here.
No. She's just there for the appeal, which
she is literally just eye candy. I'm not saying this as in a disparaging way to her. I'm saying this in a way as the director only wanted her to be eye candy.
Yep.
And we will go over this a bit later. But I did like that the teacher had this like stop sign that just said quiet on it that he would put up every time this class was annoying. I want one of those.
You can get it if you have the money. Just add it onto your model, you know?
Yeah, I should. Yeah, he sells this teacher this sob story about how if he doesn't get an A, he's never going to get a car. And he points to his dad, and he's like, look at my dad out in the car waiting for me. Oh, if I don't go out with an A, he won't get me a car.
Wah.
And I looked at him, and I went, God damn, boy. The fact that your dad is even considering buying you a car as a teenager is insane. Who does that?
That was as someone who's lived in the Americas during that time period, that was pretty normal.
They do that all the time. They buy cars for their kids.
They either give them their like old car so they can buy a new one, or get a really cheap rent, like cheap used car.
That's crazy. That's like an actual
In
cultural
America.
thing you guys do, huh?
It is for not me, because even though I can't drive, call me SpongeBob. It's like I can't drive. Does it mean I should be trusted with driving? No.
No. But yeah, the
Fair
teacher
enough.
buys this stupid ass sub story for some reason. Oh, God, it is not like common to buy your kids a car over here. That's a rich bitch thing to do. You either go and work at the supermarket for 10 years and buy your own car. Well, 10 years if you're lucky. Or you have a mate who has a car.
Yeah.
Or your parents
Okay,
are rich.
Yeah.
But those are like
over here.
But like you parents don't buy their kids cars. That's not a thing. Especially not teenagers. God damn, those get in crashes all the time. Especially with our roads. Our roads are not straight and nice like you guys have your roads.
Well, where I live,
yeah, but
they are straight and nice. Hi,
Yeah.
Jan. Sorry.
How dare he? Well, I'm talking.
I yawned. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We have lots of winding roads. We have like plunges down the sides of a lot of roads. We drive along the sides of hills. There's all sorts of messy bullshit. Like teenagers shouldn't drive that, let alone some adults. It just don't make sense. It don't click. It's weird. It's weird, frankly.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys in your country like cars, so I don't know. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's partially that.
I will say though, if a teenager manages to survive your roads, they're gonna be a really good driver, I think.
No, they're going to be traumatized, and that doesn't really do well with driving. Tee.
Fair enough.
But for some reason, this teacher believes this bullshit sub story from him, and gives him an A minus. Still an A, but for some reason, he thinks that adding the minus will like is like good enough to like make it look like he wasn't perfect or whatever at this thing, even though he was literally shilling his ancestors' items to his classmates. Like he was like like throwing out his eBay listing name and trying to do like a fucking impromptu market stall. It was really gross.
Also, before we continue, like, yo, show and tell in high school?
Weird.
Really?
Weird. Not a thing, quite frankly. Not a thing.
Like I know it's supposed to be some like
extra credit bullshit, maybe.
No, it was like some like higher like a classwork that's closer to like high school levels. At the end of the day, it's just show and tell. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's weird. It's what and getting a grade for show and tell is hilarious as well. Why would you get a grade for that? Hello.
You didn't show hard enough. Sorry, that's like less points.
Oh, but yeah, his dad. Oh, this is kind of funny to me. His dad drives him into the Porsche car lot, and Sam loses his mind, right? He's like, oh my God, you're going to buy me a Porsche? You're really going to buy me a Porsche? He really thinks his dad's going to buy him a Porsche, and his dad's like, no, you're a teenager. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't buy a teenager a Porsche.
To be fair, in Sam Witwicky's defense, there are a lot of kids who were like that, had that mindset when they said you're gonna get a new car.
I feel like the movie tried to frame the dad as being a pillock for this, and I was like, no. Why would you buy a teenager a Porsche? That's a bad idea.
Unfortunately, for the expats, for the rich expats, that is a possibility.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that to your kid, no matter how rich they are. Humble them. The last thing a teenager needs is too big an ego. So they go to a used car lot, which I sniffed a bit of like racism towards the owners of the lot out.
Ooh, yeah.
Just the vibes.
I sensed that too.
Just the vibes were a bit egregious there. A little bit leaning on shady with the energies they're going on. I don't have any readings to back me up, but it seemed off, and I didn't love that. I must say, watching an American movie like this in my own country is very odd, because we didn't have a lot of these hang-ups that you had. So this weird-ass blockbuster movie came out, and everyone was watching it and saying it was really cool, and the robots were awesome, and then we went out to see it, and we were like, these backward-ass values? What's going on? Like, our country ain't perfect, but what the hell's going on here, mate? It was weird. It was weird to see in our country at that time. I'm frankly.
The culture confusion.
Yeah.
The culture shocks. Like, what is happening?
Very much so. And then the car of Bumblebee drives into the lot as they're trying to, and he's just kind of sitting there. And the owner's like, we don't know this car. We haven't priced this car. We can't sell this to you. Which is a very fair assumption because they haven't checked it or anything for safety or whatever.
Like, the car just suddenly appeared.
Yeah, they haven't checked if someone just randomly parked it there, like a weirdo. Like, they don't want to sell someone else's car either. That could get them in lots of trouble. So they try and push Sam onto a different car, and Sam's like, no, I want this car. It's so cool. But they're, like, really pushing Sam into it. Bumblebee destroys every single car in that lot.
Bumblebee ain't having it, Chief.
Bumblebee is not for the working man. I don't want to imagine the amount of debt that puts him in. All those cars he has to repair.
Hear me out, Yandere Bumblebee.
Oh, Yandere Bumblebee, though. I can see it. Bumblebee deserves better, though. I wonder if he regrets being bought by Sam.
So far, no.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
To be fair, though, Bumblebee's choice of a Camaro, the old Camaro, is... I like it.
It is nice. It is a nice car. And then he buys him, and that's it for that scene. And we jump back to the government. I think it's the Pentagon, right?
It's the Pentagon.
Yeah,
because,
all your fancy buildings have different names. I don't get it.
It's a Pentagon. It's a Pentagon. It's a building shaped like a Pentagon.
Yeah, you guys are weird like that. Anyway. They're doing some government worship about how cool it is to be in the Pentagon. They are, though.
Yeah, they are. I'm just cackling.
And it's really funny because it was really funny to hear an Australian. Blonde hacker. She's Australian.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, why gears are turning right now. I'm just like, because it's like, oh yeah, this movie exists.
You're struggling to keep up with the fact this movie is real. I understand.
The study, because like, oh yeah, this has a plot.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, but this has a plot.
It's okay. I got you. It's a very easy plot for me to nail down. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and they're all kind of like, I shouldn't be naughty on YouTube. They're all messing their pants up over how awesome it is to be in the Pentagon and how cool it is and how it's definitely not weird for hackers to be brought into the Pentagon because they're a group of hackers, right?
I believe NSA analysts and stuff.
Yeah. They've been brought in to analyze the silly little sound the Decepticons left when they took data from the military base.
Yes.
They left a silly little sound and they're like, is this... They wanted... The US government is going, oh no, it's a China.
It's an international attack. This beep bop boop bop beep bop boop bop.
What's this beep bop? What's this beep boppy thing?
It's clearly from a different state. Which, to be fair, in the Pentagon's defense, is a reasonable assumption.
Yeah, I know, but it's also so silly and funny.
It's funny, but also a reasonable assumption.
You're giving them more props than I will. I appreciate that you're
slightly
balancing me out a bit.
Okay, first of all, it's America, all right? They don't usually think extraterrestrials most of the time, okay?
At least some of you guys do that.
Some of us do. Current state affairs, no.
No.
Anyways, before we go down that path.
Yeah, we'll keep on track. So they're kind of like messing up their pants bad about how cool it is to be in the Pentagon and how they're being hired on. And they're like, oh my God, I love the government. I love working here. I'm so excited to work here and do this cool thing. And they're kind of just like, wow, this is crazy. This is amazing. And then it leaves the scene. That's kind of the scene. And I'm like, that felt a bit weird, honestly. And then we go see
Yeah.
Mojo.
Mojo, the best dog.
Mojo is fucking awesome. I love Mojo.
As you could tell, we always like perk up when we see animal actors on screen. It's so great.
Especially when I can tell they're having a great time. Mojo was thriving on that set. I just know it. Look at that little face.
Look at Mojo.
Yuki, put up a picture of Mojo.
Best okay, like
Look
quick
at him.
aside,
Look at him. He's beautiful.
quick aside about Chihuahuas real quick. They're so temperamental.
They are, and I understand that completely. I understand that. I would not be able to keep a dog at all, let alone a Chihuahua. But I am so happy whenever I see a small dog that is happy, because so often small dogs are like really, really insecure and unhappy, and they get like people carry them around and like lug them around without considering whether they want to be loved around or not. And Mojo looked so in control of his situation that it made me so giddy.
Well, Mojo also wasn't cared throughout the entire film, so Mojo's free to,
Yeah, he was free to do whatever he wished. He was a happy lad, and they made him like it was a silly white people jab, and I appreciate that. The white people jabs of Sam's mother, I think they're good. I think the silly jokes about how white the mother is are good. I think those are great. The dad ones are kind of awkward. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. But the mother's always great. And you can tell that she was the one to make the dad build that silly little doghouse. You just know she did.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of a quotes around made him do it, because like he partially would loved making something for the dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then there's a gender moment as well. We have a gender moment. I'm sorry, gang. There's a quote from Sam, the little moron teenager himself, saying, "You're putting girl jewelry on a boy dog." Okay? It's jewelry. Jewelry isn't gendered. Nothing is gendered. I know we're in the early 2000s, but grow the fuck up. I don't care.
I know, right? I know. Like, come on. It's a dog.
It's a dog. And I love the mum's response. She's like, "It's his bling bling." She sounds so perky.
Exactly.
She sounds so perky and happy about it, saying that too.
Yes, Mojo slay, yeah.
Yes, slay the boots down, queen.
Yes.
God, Mojo is our shining star of this movie, alongside Megan Fox.
Truly, Mojo's like the unsung protagonist, just by existing.
I was saying this near the end of the movie. I was actually saying that Megan's character, Michaela, she should have been the protagonist, because she made a lot more sense as the protagonist than Sam ever did. She had a lot more connections to the mechanics of cars, and like a more of an interesting backstory to deal with, like cars and shit. And we all know Transformers are cars, and she
or
like
vehicles of some shape or form.
Yeah, and she has like a very interesting troubled background, which would make her much more interesting to follow as a protagonist.
We'll get to my issue with Michaela's background later.
Oh, there are issues. Don't believe me. Trust me.
Yeah.
But I think she would have been much more interesting to see as protagonist than Sam ever was.
Yeah.
But as I realize at this point, they've driven down. He's driven down to the park with his friend that we see for like just this one scene. We never see this guy again, I don't think.
We do not. They're just there to establish that hey,
he has friends.
They have friends.
He has friends. We'll never see them again, but they're real. Trust me. Teehee. So they go down to a park because there's like a party going on at a public park. Okay, never heard of that sort of thing before.
I've never seen that happen before.
I've heard of like hanging out at the park with a couple of beers and like some food, but not like a party. Like hanging out with some pals at the park with beers and shit. Like that's normal. That's fair. A party? Hello?
I've never seen that happen in high school. Just like a bunch of high school students
just hanging out in public,
setting up shop for a party in a random park. I've never had that happen in college. Not college, high school. Even in college.
No, it's weird. It was a very weird choice. I wonder. Oh, I literally do not know why they did it at a park. I cannot begin to fathom. Oh, and then we see Megan again, and then I realize at this point she hasn't talked for the whole movie,
At all.
It's been going for such a long time already, and we've been expected to believe that he's like in love with her, and not just because she's hot, but because he's in love with her because she's gorgeous and amazing, and she's kind of cool. And it's not just because she's hot, but it also is because she's hot. But like we're expected to believe that he does love her. We're expected to believe that he does love her, and like he deserves to love her more than this other guy. But she hasn't talked
At all.
at all until the scene. She
Yeah.
didn't even talk in the classroom when he's doing a show and tell.
Just there.
She just
looking
sits
pretty,
there.
smiling.
Yeah, we get some scenes of her making facial expressions, but that's it. And I'm like, what the hell?
Really? Like, come on.
It's such a waste of like a title name actress. What are we doing? Why is she a title name actress? In this movie, if you're going to misuse her this much, it's ridiculous.
For me, I see this in two very distinct ways. One of them is, why are you wasting Megan's potential and screen time?
Why are you wasting her time?
But also, on the other hand, I'm like, easy money.
I know, it's easy money, but it's just goddamn, you know?
Like, the money, the gremlin inside is like, yeah, easy money, but also I'm like, you have a relatively well-known actress.
Yeah.
Use them besides standing there and making them look pretty. That's like half the job. It's like you're paying for a very fancy car, but you're only going to sit in it. Come on.
It's
Actually,
ridiculous. It's
get
ridiculous.
the mileage out.
Oh my god, yeah. So she's apparently dating the jock, who is also not really a character either. He's
They're just
they're
there. MacGuffin. They're just existing.
He's just a plot device, really.
Yeah.
They were gonna drive back in his car, which is a Hummer.
Remember Hummers? I do, and I hate them.
So we never really got them over here very much, except for the American not tourists, the American people who moved over would bring their Hummers, and they still drive really wide cars over here, but they're not Hummers. They're something else. I don't know. What is it with you guys in wide cars? I don't get it.
I don't know.
They're not good for our roads, I must say. If you guys remember what I said
for
about our roads earlier, you can imagine you wouldn't want to drive a wide car on a road like that.
It's not good for our roads, and we all know, like, the American creed of bigger is better. It's totally not overcompensating, whatever.
They'll never compete with my massive schlong. I'll just say that right here, folks.
You heard it here. We have that on tape.
But she offers to drive the Hummer because she likes cars. Shocking, guys. She is showing some personality in this moment. He implies that she will damage the car if she drives, and he tells her to go in the back seat. This is crazy. He didn't even say she could go in the passenger seat. Why?
Not even shotgun.
Not even shotgun. Hello? How do you have a girlfriend?
Okay,
what did you do?
Look. Okay, basic dating rules. If you have a car, please let your partner ride shotgun.
She picks the music also.
Yeah.
Especially if she's like someone you're still trying to keep.
Yeah.
If she hasn't settled in yet, you know? The teasing shit doesn't work until you're settled. Not really.
Like, come on.
Oh my god.
Be better.
Yeah.
Fortunately for Megan, they didn't become better, and
No.
it's fine.
No.
It's fine.
She dumps him on the spot. Good for her.
Good.
Queen moment. Cheers all around. We fucking love this.
Yippee.
She decides to walk home. Very brave. I don't know how far.
Brave.
Very brave.
I'm assuming pretty far.
Knowing her character, I know she has like pepper spray and a taser in that little bag.
Some self-defense too. Probably could kick butt.
Yeah, but I know that she has the tools because I know that's what she would go for first, because it's best to do things from a distance when you're in those situations.
Yes.
So she starts walking home, and Sam dumps his friend, kicks his friend out of the car. He says, no, you're not sticking around. You're embarrassing, because he was climbing a tree at the party, even though there was a tree at the party. If you can climb a tree, if you have the able-bodied physique to climb a tree, that's impressive. Trees are not easy to climb. I'm sorry.
Let your friend climb the tree, gamer. Come on.
Gang, have you tried to climb a tree recently? Was it easy? Be impressed by tree climbing.
Especially if they make it look effortless.
Yeah, he did actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's
some.
He was fucking good at it. Oh my god, he was actually really
That
good
was
at
some
climbing that tree.
good upper body strength.
It was very impressive. That should have gotten him a girlfriend easy.
Should have.
It would have if this movie understood women.
True. Okay, hold on. Save it for the end. We still got like a good chunk of the movie to go through. Do you want to like blitz through the story?
I know, we keep getting distracted. We're so good at that.
No, I'm asking if you want to blitz through the story because it's clear that we don't like the story.
I think we need to, out of courtesy to the listener, go through the whole plot line. At the very least,
the whole plot line? Come on.
We'll bare bones it, babe. We'll bare bones it.
Okay, I was about to say bare bones. Cause...
So, I want to go through my notes. I took notes, bestie. You can't
me
not take my notes.
I know, I'm sorry, but I'm just like, come on. I want to get to the T.
Azel is fiending for the raid.
I'm fiending for the raid because I need it right now.
Okay, so... Sam goes to offer her a ride home, which is cool. I like this. This is a good move.
This is I wouldn't say good. This is a decent move. Like this should be a standard.
This is a standard courtesy move. This is modern chivalry, we'll say.
Is it is it going above and beyond? No, it's like the bare minimum.
It's the bare fucking minimum. It's like when you work at like a cafe and someone asks to use the toilet because there's no public toilet and you say yes. That's the bare minimum in my book.
It's just, don't get caught by your boss.
Well, depends on your boss, I have to say. I used to work at somewhere that they didn't really give a shit if I let people use the employee toilet.
That's like, if your boss is chill with it, fine. But if you get caught by your boss, well,
Yeah, just don't get caught. Just don't get caught, loser.
Don't get caught, gamer.
And then Bumblebee does some really creepy shit. He drives them out to a lookout. He breaks down, effectively making it look like he is trapping this lone woman with a stranger in the middle of nowhere. No. Bad. She should have been reaching into her purse for the fucking pepper spray or taser, whatever she has. I know she's got at least one of those. One of those. Actually, I'd say she's got the taser because she likes her tech.
I don't know. I feel like Michaela would have pepper spray because that's more utilitarian. Like
it's probably smaller. Yeah. She can keep it in her little purse more easily.
Smaller, and for me, it just feels more like relevant to like more tactile because she's a mechanic.
She's also very like agile. She's a very on the ground woman, very practical. She's
very practical, very tactile, and also it's like, at least in my opinion, if you're like like a mechanic, you don't want to mess with the tech. You don't mess with the tech.
No. No, you're right. She's probably a pepper spray girly. I respect it. She should have been reaching for the pepper spray. She does get out of the car. Good job. He does his desperate loser bullshit where he's like, no, I wasn't meaning to do this because, he wasn't, but also...
if your car was sentient... valid reaction if your car is sentient,
At the same time, you can understand why she's like, God, this loser's trying to be creepy to me.
I know, right?
And then somehow Bumblebee turns it around. Let's be real.
With the power of radio.
Sam doesn't do it, let's be real. He says something like his car's fucking up and it's old, and she looks at his car, and then we get the egregious tummy stare scene. You know the one, Chad. You've seen it everywhere.
You've seen it. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing?
We are not putting it up. This is not one where I'm asking our lovely editor to flash an image for you. We've done that a few times already. We're not doing it this time. We're not doing that to Megan.
This is, for me, it's like, if you haven't seen it, with all due respect, what are you doing? Not in a good way. I'm just like, not in a bad way. Just like, if you're
what
like,
kind of beautiful life are you living? What kind of like spirited, enlightened experience are you having?
Okay. Like, I'm gonna be real. If someone hasn't heard of Transformers Bay versus Transformers, I would like to be in their shoes because I would rather not deal with this. It sounds magical to just not have to deal with it.
They live with unicorns and fairies.
Take me there.
Yeah. He says some random line where he's like, "Oh, I'm always nice to the females." Just pause and think about that. Chat, it is so easy to just say woman. Just say woman or girls. Before all this like transgender stuff started becoming more public knowledge, it was still fucking weird and creepy. It was still weird, and the thing is, it's dehumanizing, quite frankly.
Go off.
It's a dehumanizing phrase. I made a note said, "Man, I do not love desperation on a man." just a single statement. Just a beautiful single statement.
I'm staying quiet because I know this is your stage, so go off, Queen. Go off.
He doesn't know anything about her other than her being hot and thinks that's all they need. Fucking hell. Like, that's literally all he wants out of her. He just thinks she's hot. He just wants to bang that bitch. Sorry, Megan, I shouldn't have called you that. But I get he's a teenager and I get he has hormones and stuff, but most people just like masturbate about it. They don't usually get weird towards their classmates, right?
Hopefully.
I hope so. Chat.
This is America, who knows?
Chat, listeners, sign off in the comments. When you thought your classmates were hot, did you just masturbate it, or did you get really weird in their presence like Sam Witwicky? I want to know. I'm asexual. Please, I don't know these things.
I can't speak to this because
You were doing other things.
I was surviving, all right.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I was also kind of surviving. Let's be real. Another military hacker scene. More military hacker bullshit.
Anyways, back to propaganda.
Then there's the scene where on the airplane with the president, and
Air Force One.
He asks for the flight attendant
stewardess
for a ding dong.
I don't know what a ding dong is.
No, I don't know either. This is the food that I've never heard of. So we're gonna
hold on, like.
Yuki, can you flash a ding dong up on the screen while I look at one?
That sounds so bad out of context.
Yuki, give me a ding dong. Okay, a ding dong. It was previously known as a big wheel.
Okay, can you show a big wheel on screen?
No, show a ding dong, Yuki. You know what you know what I want.
Yuki, you know what we want. Show a ding dong. Get the ding of the dong here.
It's just a little cake thing with creamy filling inside. Oh, it is kind of. I mean, that is kind of ding dong.
Oh, it's by Hostess. Okay, Hostess is the same company that makes Twinkies. So okay.
Yeah, we don't get those over here either. Not really.
Okay, well that's fine because I've had my fair share of Twinkies. I got sick of them real quick.
They're not really.
They're good, but I'm just like I can't. No, they're good, but I can't have a lot of them. I'm
yeah.
Like I can't have this anymore. Too many Twinkies.
But this scene was really fun because I got to enjoy my favorite Transformer in the movie, the little nasty gremlin thing. That little weird skinny gremlin thingy.
You're not.
I call him. He's like a goober, you know. He's like a scrungly little guy to me.
I believe it's Frenzy. Their name is Frenzy.
That's not his name. His name is hashtag Joker Moments.
Okay, yeah. You're right. Hashtag Goblin Moments. We love hashtag Goblin Moments. But anyways, go on about hashtag Goblin Moments.
Oh, no, it was hashtag Joker Moments.
Joker. Too bad, I'm calling them Goblin Moments now, and you can't stop me.
Damn it, he's dead naming him. I'm allowed to make that joke. I changed my name.
You are allowed to make that joke. But I feel like, in my humble opinion, dead naming aside, accidentally, I'm sorry, Joker Moments. I think your old name is better. I'm gonna get canceled for saying this joke. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Hey, if you do have a document, let me proofread it.
I enjoyed this little guy. Every scene with this little guy, I was not grinning, but I was mildly amused because I was still feeling the brunt of the movie, you know?
I think for me, this is where like the character animation really shines through.
Yes. He's such a charmer. You see this little
hashtag Joker Moments has no reason. Hashtag Joker Moments has
he should have been at
really
the club.
Good character animation.
He should have been at the club for real.
Should have been in the club. Should have been on the floor busting a move. But
he would have been at the Pride Parade. But he would have been at the Pride Parade and glaring at the cops and thinking about what to do about them. You know.
That too. But there's so much character in this funny robot that beats out all the other CGs.
Yeah.
Which is Which is not to say that the rest of the CG is
really
bad.
good,
The rest
but
of the CG is amazing.
They're just different.
But
they're a lot
they're
clunkier.
just different.
They're a lot blockier, and I think that holds them back in their movement abilities.
I think the fact that they are true to their size in relation to like movement and inertia and weight.
It's great. It's good.
Is great. It's a testament to the amount of detail and effort that the VFX team put into.
Yeah, we do love it. He's just different.
It is great.
He's just that little guy, is the thing.
Hashtag Joker Moments is just built different.
Can I get fan art of hashtag Joker Moments at Pride?
You might have to calm that. That's you. That's you.
That's my son, actually.
Shaking, nodding my head, smiling.
Oh, in unsurprising news, I hated the president in this. We saw him for a brief second, and I just hated his whole attitude.
I respect it. I agree.
I
agree.
I hate to say it. I lie. I love to say it, but I hate to say it on YouTube. Whenever hashtag Joker Moments was hacking the system, it did look a little bit like he was having a great time, if you know what I mean. The vibes. He did seem like he was enjoying himself a little bit too much.
I mean, to be fair, we are talking about hashtag Joker Moments.
That's true. He is our little lad. His nickname is hashtag Jokey, by the way.
Anyways, so while hashtag Jokey is doing the hacker bends.
Anyway, God.
Well, hashtag Jokey was hacking. Thankfully or unthankfully, the
government spotted him doing his thing in their little Pentagon zone.
In their little Pentagon shape, and then
I remember the name of the building. I win.
Well, I can call it Pentagon because it is a Pentagon.
Yeah, I remember the name of the building though.
Yeah. But the people at the Pentagon realized that Air Force One was being hacked.
Yeah,
so they decided they had to cut it off.
The Australian woman. Shout out Australia, by the way.
Shout out to Oceania.
They're kind of ridiculous over there, but they are my cousin. So,
Oceania gang, where are you?
Australia, we love you. Props to Australia. I love you. Stop being weird.
No, please be weird.
No,
Stay weird.
Not the way they're doing it.
Okay, be weird in a good way.
Yeah. I believe in you. You can do it. You've done it before. We're very good at getting sidetracked this episode. I think we feel it in our soul that we need to be sidetracked, but we have to persevere. I did enjoy so this is the bit where Sam's car gets stolen for the first time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
My car is stolen in secret. It's sentient.
He goes to the police station, and it's so funny because I'm like, wow, they did a really good job on the cops. Those are real cops if I've ever seen them.
Those are real cops. Yeah, you're right.
And a rare Sam win because they keep asking if he's on drugs, and they're acting really frenetic and weird. And so he looks at them, and he's a rare Sam win. We can give him this one. This isn't very shy at all. He actually lets him be a character. He's like, "Are you on drugs?" And I was like, "That was actually really good." If we had more of this character in Sam, instead of the sniveling little entitled creep, the actual character that I enjoy in this moment, I wish we had seen more of that instead of whatever the hell he was doing. You get it. You understand.
The one time Sam showed anything relatively sassy.
So one time he showed sass to someone who deserved it. And then we're back to the Middle East.
Yes.
It jumps around a lot, this movie. It thinks it can do a lot and do it well. It doesn't usually. It has depth in none of the areas. It's very shallow in every single scene because it doesn't take its time, and I think that is a big issue with how much it jumps around and that it just doesn't let things sit.
The pace is all over the place, and I really genuinely think it did not need to have three separate locations or three separate stories. Sorry, 3 separate stories. I can't say locations because there's more locations, but those are cohesive at least.
The area with the most potential would have been the stuff in the Middle East. Even though I
Really?
hate the cop even though I hate the military stuff. I said cop because American cops are also in the military. I get them mixed up. Because that squad actually has the actors have created some sort of camaraderie.
There's like proper rapport there.
That is missing in the other plot lines.
It feels like an actual like.
Apart from the Australian woman and her friend, there is really no camaraderie going on in any scenes, and I enjoyed a lot. I wish it was just a movie about them fleeing from that scorpion thing.
That would have been. I honestly think
it would have been really cool, wouldn't it?
Bay versus like this version or the first Transformers should have been like 3 short films.
Yeah,
that might have been just me.
No, I get it.
Or rather, I think it would be at least 2 because you could probably like have Sam Sam's arc as one film and then the military crew as another. I don't know what division they are, but all I know is that
they're just military. It's fine.
Yeah.
They're just random military.
Yeah. But that group actually has cohesion. There is rapport. There is banter. There is humor.
There is a really beautiful scene when they're out in the middle of nowhere. They've still got the Middle Eastern kid, by the way. He's safe. Don't worry.
Yeah.
They're
safe. They're fine. They're hale and healthy.
They're not evil military. They keep the kids safe. That's how you know. They're looking for the kids' hometown because there's phones there. They don't have any phones currently because of the attack on the base. All the tech went down. Their radios aren't working. So they're going back to the kids' town to find a working line. Very normal, actually. Very cool strategy thought. Very well thought out plan. It showed actual practical military logistics really well in that moment. It reminded me of how my younger brother, who did not in the military, but he was in the sort of a civilians unit, and it really suited him, except the fact that everyone was a civilian and was acting like this was a drama scene. And he had to deal with kids a lot, which he doesn't like because kids are really difficult.
No.
He's a stoic, so it's a problem for him. A classic stoic.
Fair enough.
Hey, I like to say that he was born as a grandpa.
I resonate with that statement so much because I feel like I was born like a grandpa with how grumpy I am and sometimes.
One time I wore a miniskirt as a teenager and he was like, "Why is it so short?"
Okay, I would do that. But like, yes, go get him. He going out like that?
Yeah. He's always been kind of funny like that, but
fair enough. I'd be like, yes, slices, go get him.
His attitude is made for that kind of scene, and it was nice seeing that reflected in the military strategy work. I have found that when I'm in actual emergency situations, I am good at that attitude too. But I would not be good in the military for many reasons. Many reasons that we will not delve into today. But one scene that I greatly enjoy is the scorpion creature that jumped off of the Decepticon back at the scene and went under the sand, back at the camp attack. It's been stalking them under the sand. I really like this thing. A lot.
It's a really good.
I think it should have been under the sand more. I think it should have came out too soon and it should have stayed under there and been like a sneak attack bitch.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because its best moments, especially this one, its best moments were like the bit where it was coming up behind him so slowly with its tail getting ready to stab him. And I think we needed more of that because there are moments in this movie where I'm like, man, we are so close to some actual horror and I wish we saw it. Like, I want more scary from this thing and it's not very scary once it gets out of the sand.
I think it would have been better if it's a long combat scene already.
Oh, it's a very long scene, yeah.
I think they could have done better if they either, I don't like saying this, but if they pushed it a tiny bit further just to slow the pace of it.
Yes, make it slower. Make us sit in the terror of the scene.
But at the same time,
they were putting so much in this movie already. They were rushing.
For me, it's like if they managed to pull off horror in a daytime setting as bright as that, props to them. But I understand, like, it's an action movie. But
oh yeah, but it's definitely possible. I've seen a lot of really good daytime horror.
Yeah.
But I do think that there was a lot more terror that they could have utilized, and they just didn't.
Oh, yeah.
I have beef with the call center scene when they finally get a phone and they're on a call center line for like a bit. Not very long, but it still annoys me a lot that there is a call center line scene there.
That was unnecessary, but I will say it probably gave like one of the most quoted parts of the film that me and my
nice.
box family did.
I'm glad.
Left cheek.
That was a good bit. Okay, the panic in the scene where they're trying to communicate quickly and still do their job.
Left cheek.
But the actual call center, like
the call center scene was not the it.
We didn't need that. We didn't need that.
It was unnecessary.
And it pulled us away from the actual terror of what was going on in the scene. Like, there was this horrible giant monster attacking civilians and the military. Like, there were civilians there. We never really delved into the civilians crying and shit. And it's really upsetting that they didn't really... Like, I just know that kid and his dad died. I know they died in that scene, and we never discussed that. We never look at their bodies. We should have looked at their bodies, or like just a lineup of like with white cloth, like they do with a lot of those scenes, would have been decent, and just standing over them for like a second or something, just to feel that a sacrifice was made here that should never have had to be made, you know. And the call center pulls us out of the action as well as any terror anyone might feel from such a honestly upsetting scene. It made me kind of angry.
I think it's just, for me, it's like all of those things that you said about the call center scene apply, but it's just completely unnecessary pacing wise.
Yes,
you don't
absolutely.
need it.
It was not necessary. It broke the pacing completely. Yeah.
It shattered the pacing into tiny bits, like.
And then, so they get the helicopter to pick them up. Oh, but they do some cool propaganda shots when the
cool American.
Yeah,
America.
Some great propaganda shots of guys getting into planes to come over and bomb the creature so it dies.
I won't deny that it's cool, but it was unnecessary.
It became a bit immersion breaking once again.
It was completely unnecessary for me.
And then the helicopter comes to pick the soldiers up. There's no like first aid team or anything dropping down to help the civilians, and there's no one coming to pick up the civilians either, which also made me really angry. No support for the village that was just destroyed. Okay. And then we jump back to the hackers. And our lovely Australian girlie has decided that that the teams in the Pentagon aren't they aren't up to snuff. So she's bringing in her friend. And I love this guy's comedy in the movie is actually good. He carries a lot of scenes, I have to say. He's a very good actor.
Bless you. Hi, if you're watching this, I'm a hi. But I don't think you'll be watching this. I think this is out of your.
It would be shocking. It would be shocking if he watched this. Quite frankly,
I know. Right?
I could have a heart attack if you know.
It'd be crazy, but hey.
It would be crazy.
Yeah.
We, as you can tell, we adored him. I really enjoyed that though. Those snippets of character to his family, and then his mum poking her head in while they're doing the cool hacker shit, and she's like, "Are you playing them video games?"
Games.
And she was
when I heard that phrase,
she was so nosy. I had really good nosy vibes.
I had major flashback to it. I was like, oh no, I don't need to hear that shit again. No.
She just wants to know what you're playing. She just wants to know.
More like, are you playing them dang video games again? You should stop that. That's rotting your brain. I'm so tired of that.
It's kind of crazy. It's actual video. My personal opinion. Video games themselves are not going to rot the brain. Lack of care while playing video games is what's going to rot. Like hydration, eating properly, going to the toilet. People forget to do that.
Taking care of yourself.
Stretching, you know the drill.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really love that little family, and then the cops bust in just as they've learnt something, and I'm like, the cops.
The FBI. Correction.
They're also cops. Let's be real.
Yeah.
They are also the cops.
But the government authorities.
Azel's trying to keep me on the straight and narrow, I can tell. He's trying to keep me safe from the people who want to correct me.
The government officials. Don't worry.
Yeah. They break in. The cousin panics because of course you do. Of course you do.
Yeah. To be fair.
They're also a black family, and it's government.
Yeah.
It's not like a... I'm not spilling crazy facts and hot
People
takes to say...
of color and the police. There is
by saying that
some
their
concerns
panic,
here.
Their panic is completely founded.
Yep.
It's very reasonable. Oh.
Yes.
And I really love the line where he says, "Get your shoes off my grandmama's carpet. Ain't nobody allowed to have their shoes on grandmama's carpet. Especially cops." I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get those fucking shoes off her carpet. Who puts their shoes on carpet? That's nasty. I'm a no shoes in the house kind of bitch. You don't do that. That's for outside time.
Anyway.
People
aside.
Anyway, annoying bullshit aside.
I believe it's the interrogation scene, right? It should be the interrogation scene.
No, because we go back to Sam, and his car's being stolen again.
Oh yeah.
So he's chasing after it during the day this time. On his mum's pink bike. It's really nice, actually. She's got a cushion for the dog in the basket that falls out.
It's a great bike.
You remember that there's a scene where he falls over himself and has to be like, "Oh God, I'm looking embarrassing in front of Megan Fox." And there's a cushion that's fallen out of the bike. And I'm like, for a minute, I was like, why is there a cushion? And I realized there's a basket for the dog to sit in. That's for the dog. It's for Mojo.
Yeah.
She takes Mojo biking with her. I love that.
It's so cute, but also like, okay, I've taken Box Dog out for a few bike rides early when we owned her.
Yeah.
It's fun, but very nerve-wracking.
She was not a fan, or she was a fan, but it was like the bike was a struggle.
It's more like she wanted to jump out to explore.
Oh, she's so silly.
Yeah, it was the excited kind.
Oh, we love Box Dog. I love her so much. Every time I hear she's doing something, I'm like, wow, queen. And then, of course, Megan is like hanging out with her girlies who are nameless and faceless, and they're like, "Oh my God, what?" That's basically all they say. In response to him tripping over his bike. And she's like, Megan basically goes, "Oh my God, this man is insane. I have to know more." And she follows him on her cute little scooter. Another really good almost horror scene where the Decepticon traps, sort of like sneaks up on Sam in a cop car disguise. Does some classic cop bullshit, revs his engine at him, almost runs him over. You know the drill. And then it transforms and like acts like it's going to like put the spike in his skull.
Yes, in car form, and then it transforms, and then there's the scary interrogation tactics.
And I think it was more scary when it was just a random spike coming out of the car.
Yes.
I think that was another almost horror scene that I really enjoyed. And then he does some intimidation tactics. And I must remind you all, interrogation doesn't work. Like, scientifically, it doesn't work, guys. If you see things in media like this where like someone is admitting to stuff, that is literally a plot point. Anytime you hear someone has been interrogated IRL and has admitted to things, you need to take that with a heaping handful of salt, 2 handfuls even, because when you're under that much stress and pressure, you just will admit to anything.
Yep.
It's
just to survive.
It's immensely unrealistic. But then Bumblebee comes crashing in, right into the Decepticon, and Megan comes in, and she's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And he's like, "We've got to get out of here now." And then there's Bumblebee and the Decepticon in the background, and she's like, "Oh shit, we have to move.
We have to go, like, now."
Yeah. And then they're racing off.
The car chase,
which was, I think that was Smashing Pumpkins music without the lyrics. Like they'd spliced it to be like the soundtrack. I think so. The soundtrack. I had the soundtrack CD for this movie, by the way, because it was actually it was actually like fucking good. The soundtrack was the one thing I really consistently enjoyed about this movie. Look it up, guys, by the way. It's actually really fucking good. If you like, rock of that era, which you should. It's not bad.
It's a great soundtrack. If you tune out the generic big budget movie orchestra.
Well, we don't listen to that part.
Yeah.
That's not the soundtrack to me.
Yeah.
That don't count. That's not real.
That's not real. That's standard fare.
Yeah. Very dramatic car chase with a cool ass song. They end up
escaping.
Kind of escaping. They also kind of end up with
I believe this is like the tunnel scene where it's like, oh, this car is terrible.
That's right. And then he does a cool shift and it's like, car ad. Camaro, you want to buy this car.
Car ad Camaro, but also like, come on. Bumblebee has feelings too. Don't say that in front of Bumblebee. Don't say that to Bumblebee. Like, come on.
Yeah, it was a bit mean. But I mean,
yes.
that was kind of out of character for Megan as well.
Yeah.
Oh, right. They while Bumblebee was beating up the Decepticon, there was my little guy #Joker Moments was trying to attack them, the humans.
Ah, yes,
that was happening to the side, and Megan came in with this like mini saw or something, and fucked him up good, and it was really cool.
Yes.
And then he turns into her little phone, I think, and that's an important plot point. Optimus shows up, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Optimus
that's when the
shows
crew
up.
pulls up.
They do like a cool entry into the atmosphere scene where they show them crashing into various areas, and finding things to turn into. And that was a pretty nice scene. I'm not gonna lie, that was nice. That was a nice break from all the bullshit. We had to get back to the real. And one thing about this movie that does bug me consistently is the actual Transformers have like this really cool moral code. They keep spouting about how they have so much drive and passion and what they want to do, and they want to save things, and they're trying to be like the guardian angels of Sam because he's the savior of the universe or something.
It's like, oh, you're the chosen one, because technically it was his great relatives, like some ancestor of his, and discovered it.
The Transformers like actual like story and their like morals keep slamming right up against the morals of the actual movie, and it is
unfortunate. It's not,
it's just so jarring every time. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. And so they just backstory at the Tiny Humans for a little bit.
With a really good, the backstory sequence was really good CG.
Oh yeah, another great scene to see, but it's just another time to do backstory. We've already done backstory, but we can do it again. with like one or two more details, I guess, in case you forgot.
With a bit more details, a bit more fleshing out,
I don't remember why I wrote this note, but I wrote, I love Mojo so much.
To be fair, we all love Mojo.
I think I just saw him again.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Sam has been taken back to his house and he's looking for the glasses which have the code for the location for the
Allspark.
The Allspark, that's the one. That's the bitch.
Yes.
And he's searching through his house. He's got Megan helping him because for some reason she loves him. I don't know.
We'll get to that romance subplot later. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's.
We'll get to that later. Don't worry.
I remember you saying during the watch, you were like, "God, this is so toony," and you were right.
I'll get to my gripes after we're done with like the main plot. Okay.
Yeah. So for some reason I know why they're so impatient to find it, but it's not helping the fact that they're crushing
the fate of the universe. But also, like, come on,
they're crushing the whole garden. They're being really inconsiderate. They've no consideration for like Earth norms. The fact that they think that they can just park in the garden and that's hiding is crazy because they have been on this planet for a good hot minute. At least Bumblebee will know the norms because he's been there for long enough. He should be directing them. It's actually a bit of a plot hole, not gonna lie. Like a plot hole that wouldn't be egregious if it weren't for everything else,
I think for me, it's more so the case of
The-
feels oddly out of character for the Autobots.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to shift comedy into the scene when it could just
Yes.
live as a scene. They could just let the scene happen.
Yes, even with like, I get it, they're all mostly new to Earth besides Bumblebee. Like, come on.
Bumblebee could be directing them on how to behave. They could.
Yeah,
It's a very unnecessary behavior.
yeah.
So it's causing some quote unquote earthquakes. They're bumping around and stuff. It caused a blackout. Props to the dad for being so good at reacting to finding safe places to be in an earthquake. Good on him. We love this. King, honestly. Good job, man.
Absolutely.
I really loved that he showed that. I didn't appreciate that being like, oh, he's so silly, but actually very good safety behavior for an earthquake. I will say, don't get in a bathtub. Not actually a safe thing to do in an earthquake, okay?
True.
The doorways thing is based on old doorways that were built into like support beams and stuff. So no new build doorways, I would say. Best thing to do is to be under like a table or something.
That makes sense because modern buildings, like, sure, doorways are fine in modern buildings in my experience, but
they're functional, but they're not reliable for the situation.
They're not stable as older buildings.
Yeah. And then the dad says something crazy to Sam. He says, "Why is this door locked? No door's locked in my house." What?
You laugh, but I know, like, you laugh. I know that's crazy, like, but it is a normal thing for some families to just have no locks. Like,
would rather have.
Some families would rather have all the doors like unlocked because
I don't like that.
Okay. I had to deal with that in some parts of my life. Like, I'm sorry. Times in my life, it is so annoying.
It's very inconsiderate.
For me, it's more like, it was like, okay, I'm done with this. I want my privacy. I'm just gonna lock it, and they have to deal with it.
Yeah, it's incredibly inconsiderate. You don't know. Like, growing up as a teenager is a lot to deal with. You need some vestige of control because so much is changing. A lock on a door can be like that. There can be that bit of control that keeps them sane.
Yeah. Even then, it's like, give them some privacy. You don't need to breathe down their neck like that. Come on.
Yeah. I had to locks on the doors aren't the thing here, but I did have to force it into my family's skull that you knock and then you wait to see if you can enter a room. But it's basic respect and courtesy should be afforded to children, regardless of their age. It's a foundational way that you can teach them about boundaries and consent, and that's so important in every situation.
Yes.
And then the government comes crashing in, just as they've found the glasses, I believe.
Glasses, yes.
And the government comes crashing in, and they're... Now, one thing I was really excited about, I was like, that guy looks so familiar, that main government guy. Oh my god, where do I know him from?
Did you do some looking?
So he's the mustached, depressed gay man from Severance.
Oh, okay.
I had to stop watching Severance because there's an episode in season 2 that is completely centered around a medical horror and pregnancy horror. And those are my two danger zones, basically.
Yeah.
Which is very depressing because I really enjoyed it. But if you want to watch a good show with our man, John Turturro, please watch Severance. It is available on all totally legal streaming services. He is not... I know he's being a character in this, but it is not good for his... God, this is a bad role for anyone to do. This is a bad... No, I'm not even joking. This is a bad role for anyone to do. This is a poisonous role. This is a radioactive role. Is that just me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm nodding. Don't worry.
I appreciate that the mother... She's very wine drunk at this moment. They were having a nice in and they were drinking wine and she's wine drunk.
Yeah.
But she keeps saying that she is going to fight the government about them like destroying her flowers and about touching her dog, Mojo, which is very fair. And I really respect her white woman energy coming out full force there, because that's what you should be doing. White people, do this more. You have that power you have this power as white people, in regards to how government officials will view you, to fight back in such ways like this, where you can voice your displeasure more openly and things like this with safety. Just a thought, gang. But I will say, John Turturro, it was honestly depressing seeing him in this when I've seen him in Severance. It felt like seeing them, it felt like they were kicking my man, kicking him while he's down. It was horrific. He is the main government guy for this section of the movie, and he is just horrific. Completely unlikable. Nothing to enjoy about him. He's misogynistic. He is pedophilic with his behavior towards Michaela.
Yes.
Racist, I would guess, because it's implied that she is, with some of the things he says to her about her being non-white. I think he says some things like that, but he's definitely
overall unpleasant individual he was playing.
Yeah. And then basically Megan, Sam, his whole family, they're all taken in as direct contacts with the aliens. Because the government has just realized that it's aliens, and they've tracked it down to him, tracked down him to being a center force of the thing, because of what the Decepticons were, the information the Decepticons were focused on when they were hacking.
Yep.
And they're bringing them in. Sam and Megan are in one car. The parents and the dog are in another car, I'm assuming. And immediately John Turturro's character gets creepy towards Megan.
Yep.
Immediately. He calls her stuff like jailbait. He threatens her over her own father's prison time. He threatens her father's chance of parole. Oh, I was angry.
Be angry.
I was furious. I was seething. Because how fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? Oh my god. Disgusting. Piece of shit. And then Shea acts all judgmental about her being a criminal because she was working with her dad. And so she has a record because she worked with her dad. And all he did, as I must remind you, in the can of the movie, in a Mexican, I believe, Mexican father, stealing cars to fix them and sell them to make money, something that is very difficult in that situation, and probably helped her get through school. Probably is one of the reasons why she can go to such a nice school. It makes me so furious. What an entitled little brat. That he was upset about her criminal record. And she has to do this sad little speech about how wouldn't you do the same for your family and things like that. And I'm like, you shouldn't have had to explain yourself. This should have been the moment where you realize this guy isn't worth it. And he does.
And they weren't.
And then he does go, oh, maybe you're right. And then the Transformers have shown up. And they've got John Turturro.
They do the rescue.
They've got John Turturro, and Bumblebee pisses on John Turturro, and well, that's funny. I don't think it's good enough. Quite frankly, for the anger that this specific scene has fueled in me, I don't think it's good enough. It is not enough. And I just, they make John Turturro strip. They tie him to a pole. And then it's revealed that John Turturro's aide, one of the other people, has been recording and has been live calling the base or whatever they're from, and all the other.
And then they send in the cavalry and stuff.
And all the other government comes in, and it's a bit of almost some kind of propaganda shots again. I'm not gonna lie. And at this point, the movie started buffering.
That is not part of the that is not part of the actual plot. That is just how our viewing experience went.
Yeah, and I this isn't relevant, but I was both happy to not consistently experience Transformers anymore and terrified at the chance we had to watch this another day.
Thankfully, we did not.
We got through it, gamers.
We got through it.
Just a lot of military propaganda, very exhausting. They capture Bumblebee. No one's happy about this. They bring in Sam and his whole family and Megan. So many military propaganda moments. It's so exhausting. Optimus basically says to the other Autobots who say we should break Bumblebee out, and he's like, I've seen goodness in them. And then it cuts to Shia LaBeouf, and I'm like, wow, that did not age well. Wow. Wow. The jokes write themselves.
At this point, viewers, I'm just letting Brazil go off at this point.
Another comment that I had brought to myself is that the Decepticons, for the majority of the movie, speak in their home language.
Yes, they do. They do speak in their home language.
The Autobots speak American English. I wonder what this means politically.
Internet.
No, just a thought, you know.
Yeah, I know. But in universe, it's like, oh, worldwide whims. Like, okay, cool, I guess.
I know. Just interesting thoughts about the two rival groups and their language propensities, you know?
Yeah.
So Sam says, I want my car, Bumblebee. He wants Megan's criminal record. He wants Megan's dad's parole guaranteed. He wants his parents. He wants his dog. And the government guy, John Turturro, is still being a piece of shit, and he's like, let me show you what we're protecting the world from. And he brings them to the room where they use the cube's power. So it turns out the cube is in the Hoover Dam, by the way.
It's in the Hoover Dam, yes. They also keep Megatron in there, too.
Yeah, Megatron's in there, too. Great choice, gang. Good claps all around, you know? Put the two dangerous things right next to each other.
Put the MacGuffin and the person that wants the MacGuffin, or rather, the robot that wants the MacGuffin, in the same place.
Yeah. It's clever.
Yeah, you know.
So they go to a room with... Oh, hang on. Hang on.
I'm pausing.
There's the scene where they interrogate the guy who was hacking.
Yes.
He eats all the donuts. I'm very happy for him. I also want a donut.
I wanted a donut during that scene.
They look really good. And like they look bad but really good, you know.
My mind's telling me no, but my body.
And he's being all cocky. He's being all cocky, and then the interviewee comes in. Well, the interrogator walks in, and he immediately caves because he knows what the American government to do to someone.
Yeah.
He caves. He knows he's screwed if they decide they want to disappear him. But luckily, the Australian woman convinces them that they know enough to be brought in. So they are in the scene where the cube is utilized to turn something. The cube's power is utilized, basically. They're watching the scene with Megan and Sam, Michaela and Sam, and at this point in the movie, I was getting very tired, so my notes are becoming more sparse.
It's fine. Like again, I've seen this so many times. I'm like kind of checked out. But
yeah.
Oops.
So this is another scene where the horror could have been more elevated. Is where the cube is. We stuck a little Nokia phone into a little safe box.
It was a Nokia, yeah.
A safe box, and put the cube power into the safe box, and the Nokia phone turns into a little angry transformer that wants to kill everything. I think that this is another scene where the horror could have been elevated.
Mm-hmm.
If things transform more slowly in just this one scene, I think that would have been cool. Like make it nasty, make it kind of body horror-esque. But never mind.
You really want this to be a horror movie, don't you?
I just think that bodies transforming can be very easily terrifying, and I don't know why people don't do that more.
They can, however, this is not the genre for it.
Boo! Shame them!
I know. There will be a transforming body horror mechanical film in the future. I believe it, but Transformers is not the IP for that.
No, it fucking sucks.
It's okay. This movie isn't for either of us.
So
we have to do it.
Sam convinces John Turturro to release Bumblebee. They were literally torturing Bumblebee. They were literally torturing him and shit.
Yep.
It was fucked up. It was actually disgusting. Guantanamo Bay bullshit, I bet.
True.
So Bumblebee is led to the cube, and he makes the cube little, and that's a really cool scene. I like when the cube go little.
It's a great scene. Also, box.
Yep. It's a box. Don't box mention. Don't forget, guys.
Box mention. Box.
And then hashtag Joker moments.
Hashtag Joker moments. Hashtag Jokey.
Hashtag Jokey. He infiltrated because he was Megan's phone. He infiltrated the
Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam, and he does his little hacking thing again. He's so funny.
He's like, yes, hello, fellow Decepticons. The Allspark is here. Hail Megatron.
And he turns off all the cold things that are on Megatron, so Megatron can move again. Because Megatron hates being cold. He hates winter. He gets so sad. He needs a scarf.
Honestly, sorry, Megatron. That's like one thing we can't agree with. I love the winter.
Same. The winter's really cool. I love winter.
It's really great. I like cold. Anyways.
Yeah. And he also again looks like he's having a bit too much fun while hacking. It's really I love hashtag Jokey. We appreciate a little lad. He's having a good time.
We love Jokey. Yeah.
So they there's the scene of them. Basically, the whole base has been shut down, so they have to go to the archives room, which has all the old tech in it, and there's a old radio system. No mic. No microphone.
No mic. Well, they have to find the mic, but yes, mic initially.
They don't find the mic.
Oh, they don't. Yeah, you're right.
They hook up, because the hackers are there. The cool hackers. They hook up a computer terminal to the radio system and do Morse code. I fucking loved that. That was genuinely a cool moment.
That was a cool moment. Yes.
And I like them how they were trying to fight off our little guy hashtag Jokey the whole time.
Jokey, yes.
That added some great tension to the scene, especially when he was almost destroying the equipment. It was really cool.
Very great.
I think hashtag Jokey could have been more scary as well in that scene. He wouldn't have been scary to me because he's my son, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Could have used more like pressure within the situation.
Yeah.
A little more urgency, all that.
Yeah. So Megan and Michaela and Sam and the gang, the Autobots, are going to the city.
Don't forget the military crew.
Oh,
we also forgot to mention the military crew were there too.
The military crew are there, in fact. Apologies. How could I dare forget the military? It's going into my doc, isn't it? Oh,
you're fine.
I'm doomed.
You're fine. You're fine. This is Transformers we're talking about. We can be a bit lax. It's fine.
This was also where my notes started to get very, very weak. So I'm struggling to...
It's fine. All you really need to know is that they, for some reason...
go to the city to obtain a radio to guide the Air Force and to secure an extraction for the Allspark, basically.
Yeah. For some reason... Sorry, can I go first? Because this is actually kind of annoying, but it's like so common in a lot of media. They take the MacGuffin of great importance that everyone wants to a populated area.
Yep. Always be happening. They always do this.
Always. Like, I get it. Spectacle.
They get hives if someone stops them from doing it.
I know, right? I know, right? It's so annoying.
So they go to the city
downtown
to find a way to communicate to get... I don't know what they were going to do after the Allspark was taken by the government. Like, what was the plan?
I don't know.
After the if the extraction went well, what were they going to do? I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, there's still like Decepticons. Starscream was there. Like, come on, you can't really escape from that.
I don't know what the plan was, quite frankly.
Yeah.
This is where some of the cool fighting happens, though.
where the real CG and sound design pops off.
Yes, it's where things really start to shine.
It's almost as if the middle of the movie didn't need to happen. Wow. Oh, sorry, I can't help it.
No, you're fine. So there's a lot of really fun fighting. It's pretty cool. There is one really cool scene with Megan where Bumblebee gets his legs absolutely fucking wrecked, so he can't move. So she hoists him to a tow truck, and she's told by the military guys, get him out of here, get out of here, girl. Because he's treating her like a civilian, which she is. Very fair.
It is fair, but also
girl power moment. She basically says to herself, fuck this is terrible. And she turns around to look at Bumblebee, who's in the tow truck that she's driving, and she says, I'll drive, you shoot. And they fuck him up. They fuck him up good. They destroy them.
Instead of running away, Michaela's like, nah, I'd win.
Yeah, she's the real protagonist of this movie, for real. Like, I did not focus very well. There was a really cool scene where Starscream, I think, is the plane.
Oh, is it the dogfight in the air?
No. There's a bit where he just before the fight starts, where he sends like a missile or something down at the city, and they pull a truck up as a shield. And I really liked that. Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. They used a bus, I believe.
I really liked that. No, I think it was a Furby truck. I remember the Furby logo.
It might be a Furby. I just saw the shape. I kind of was like glazing over, but I think you might be right.
Yeah. So Sam is running all over the city holding the Allspark. He's like, oh god, I'm gonna die. Oh god, oh shit, oh fuck. And then the military guys tried to tell him to climb a building so he can like be within range of the helicopter and do the drop off.
Yes.
And I mean, you know, the Decepticons follow him because he has the Allspark. I don't know how they were going to cover him. I don't know.
I don't know how. I don't understand the logistics of getting the Allspark out when the Decepticons were there.
I don't know how they were expecting to cover this actual drop-off, like how it was going to work. You need to have some ability to cover the package, basically.
Basic Delivery 101, all right? If you're listening out there, I know you're listening out there, U.S. military. You have to make sure that there is a place for a set time, and also to make sure that the area that you're handing the package off is safe from any package thieves, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's basic shit. So, of course, the handoff does not go well.
Obviously.
Optimus grabs Sam as he's about to careen to his death. Megatron is like, I win, it's inevitable, rah, rah.
Fighting scene.
And Optimus tells Sam that if it looks like he's going to lose, put the Allspark in his chest. So he may die, but the Allspark will be dead too, and that will be good because Megatron can't use it. And I'm like, everyone in this moment watching was like, oh, we could just put it in the bad guy's chest and get rid of him.
And, well,
literally everyone in the scene was like, everyone watching this movie ever was like, why would he say that? Why not? Why would he tell them to sacrifice Optimus when that doesn't... It's completely unnecessary for it to be Optimus. It could be Megatron. So yeah, he uses to kill Megatron, and we're all supposed to go like, wow, what a cool dude. What an incredibly cool idea that he had, when we all thought of that in that moment.
Yeah.
It was not original and amazing and genius or anything. It was very, very average. I'm
like, cool, you chose the best option that was kind of already there.
It was like the most available option, really.
It was like the easiest option.
It was also the easiest because he was always grabbing for you, so his chest was always there. Yeah. It was so easy. And it's like, woohoo! The day is saved. The city is destroyed and in ruins, and the government is not going to pay to repair it. Yahoo!
The saved smile.
And then there's this big speech at the end where Optimus is like, the humans are weird and they're nice. And then it's like implying that Shire's the nice one, and I'm so like the jokes write themselves once again, and then and it's just, and then he's like, I'm sending out a message to the Autobots, and the whole time he's doing the speech, him and all the Autobots Bumblebee included.
Are just there while
Well,
Sam and Michaela do the typical end of film romance kiss. I'm like,
yeah,
come on,
they're
that's
just
whack.
they're making out on Bumblebee's hood as well,
Yeah, it's like,
which is a crazy extra layer to things. And that's the movie. We did it, Azel. We're out. We're alive.
we're free, yes, but I know you have more to talk about.
So first of all, Megan Fox. Megan Fox was treated horrifically by Michael Bay on his movies, not just this one.
Yes.
He had her as an extra in his 2003 movie Bad Boys 2. She was 15. There is an alleged story about Fox having to wash Bay's car as part of her audition for Transformers.
This is why the Hollywood system is terrible, folks.
The Bad Boys 2 movie, she had to be in bikinis and a heel. Because she was underage and couldn't sit at the bar, need alcohol. She couldn't be having alcohol, but she could be sexualized. The solution was to have her dancing under a waterfall. At the Transformers audition, she was like 19 or 20. She was tasked with pretending to, quote-unquote, work on Bay's Ferrari at the audition. It was done at a studio parking lot with several crew members and employees present. So the implication is that she was meant to work on the car to make it look like she had like new mechanic stuff. However, there is only one scene where she has to even pretend, and we don't even see what she's doing in the car. This was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, that all checks out. Once again, Hollywood,
she was
baby.
Fired from working on the third movie after giving an interview in which she called Bay a nightmare to work with, and noted that he wants to be like Hitler on his sets. She has gone back and said that without the Transformers movies, she wouldn't have the career that she has, and she's thankful for them because of that. However, I don't think that we should be giving them the space and breath that they have just because she has a career out of them. And with Shia LaBeouf, it originally started on the set of the movie Don't Worry, Darling. Olivia Wilde's controversy struck movie, which not a movie I greatly enjoy. I can understand what it's going for, but it's not really that groundbreaking or interesting. He had been set to star opposite Florence Pugh. He was replaced by Harry Styles because he left early in production. It was said in 2020 that he left due to scheduling conflicts. The film's director, Olivia Wilde, claimed in a later interview that she had fired the actor in order to create a safe, trusting environment on set.
Ooh, okay.
Quoting her, "He has a process that in some ways seems to require a combative energy, and I don't personally believe that is conducive to the best performances. I believe that creating a safe, trusting environment is the best way to get people to do their best work. Ultimately, my responsibility is to the production and to the cast to protect them. That was my job." So she felt she had to protect the production crew and the cast from Shia.
Which all directors should do.
She's actually pretty good in that regard. I don't always agree with it. Like, I don't particularly enjoy most of her movies, but I appreciate that she has a good film set atmosphere.
Yes. Please, directors, keep your crew and talent safe, because if they are not safe, they're probably not going to show up. Just saying, right now, crew, cast are the lifeblood of a production. Treat them well, and they will treat you well in return. Just saying.
In 2020,
okay.
SZA, S-Z-A, originally sued him in December 2020, citing relentless abuse. The artist alleged that he had assaulted her both verbally and physically over their relationship. He claimed she tried to choke her on multiple occasions. He allegedly threw her against a car while at a petrol station and tried to strangle her while screaming in her face. Quoting her from an Instagram post, "It may be surprising to you to learn that I was in an emotionally and physically abusive relationship. It was hard for me to process too, during and after. I never thought something like this would happen to me, which is why I've decided it's important for me to talk about it and try to help people understand that when you are under the coercive control of an abuser or an intimate partner, violent relationship, leaving doesn't feel like a safe or achievable option." In response, he said in 2021, He denied causing his former partner any injury or loss. He argued that she is not entitled to any relief or damages whatsoever. He disputed the sexual battery charge by claiming none of the acts alleged were based on sex and/or the conduct was not sexual.
Sure, buddy.
Though he denied the charges, he admitted to being aggressive and mentioned his alcohol addiction. This is a sideway point. A lot of child stars deal with addiction and mental issues. Shia LaBeouf is a child star. However, this is a reason. It is not an excuse. Continuing on.
It should not be an excuse for whatever you're doing.
No.
You know? It should not.
I'm not in any position to tell anyone how my behavior made them feel. I have no excuses for my alcoholism or aggression. Only rationalizations. Since then, not much has occurred. However, I did not do much more research after that point because I have been very busy.
That's fine.
But the fact that he dismissed all her charges and the fact that I'm aware that this is not the only thing he has done, I would recommend to people who want to know more about his situation to look into it with open eyes.
Yes, please. We can only cover so much on this podcast with so much of a time. Otherwise, this would be like a 24-hour podcast, in which case, rip us.
We'd turn into fucking drama tubers too.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
That too as well. So please, if you are curious about the situation, if you want to learn more about anything that we've talked about here,
please do it in your own time.
Please do it at your own time. Y'all have Google. I trust y'all. Y'all can Google, I hope. Please.
I believe that you have some general research ability.
Yes.
Suffice to say, I am not a fan of either Michael Bay or Shia LaBeouf's attitudes towards women or Michael Bay's attitudes towards people of colour. There is a pattern of behaviour from both of them that makes me quite unsettled, and it is reflected in this movie from Michael Bay.
10,000% agreed. Now that I've seen it with you, eyes that have experienced more of the world, some things here do not fly, should not fly.
No, it's a very egregious film, quite honestly, and I don't want to dislike this movie. I never want to dislike a movie, quite frankly. Coming from me, I never want to find art that like I actually dislike. If art triggers me, that's different. Like, everyone has triggers. You can't control what they are a lot of the time. Yeah. It doesn't mean I dislike a work. But if I can't find anything much I value in a work, that is upsetting, quite frankly. I believe that all art should be preserved. This includes music, video games, all mediums, really.
All art should... sorry, that's like a topic that I could go on for hours on. I won't say... I will not do it on this episode. We can do it after this episode.
I am including Transformers because, I mean, it is a reflection of the culture.
Yes.
It is just upsetting that I couldn't find much to enjoy in there, and it was painful to watch, quite honestly.
That is fine. You do not have to...
It is frustrating that I couldn't find any joy in it because I want to love movies. I want to love movies of so many genres. I am very good at finding value in things. And it's frustrating, quite frankly, my lovely listeners. I'm sorry that I was a bitch again. I don't want to be towards art. It's not something I enjoy.
Priscilla, what is the tagline of our podcast?
I know I'm right. Doesn't mean that I'm right about this.
I know, but this you are free to have your opinions to trash the movies that you don't agree with. There is nothing wrong with it.
I desperately wanted to clarify to people that I don't want to dislike this movie. I wish I liked it. It's frustrating.
For me, it's just...
I'm not being a hater for hating's sake. I'm being a hater because it is upsetting to me.
For me, this is a case of I don't like Transformers because it's just another product of modern Hollywood cinema.
Oh, 100%.
100%. And for me, I just don't like modern Hollywood cinema. That's really it.
That's very fair. That's very,
That's
very,
really
very
it.
fair.
Like, sure, I could get into like the extreme minute details about, you know, the propaganda and all that.
Yeah.
Which I don't
Man.
agree with. Which I don't agree with. I will not go into this because I don't want to go into this.
Yeah,
Simply put, because
this isn't the platform we want to bring this in.
this isn't the platform for that. But it's just like,
there's a lot. There's a lot in this movie that just gets under your skin. Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, speaking as just someone who enjoys film and stuff, and has studied film, I feel that there are so many better opportunities and films to watch.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Azel
giant neon lights.
Yeah.
Giant neon lights right here, in my opinion. But I know this, the internet, so it'll get warped anyway.
Yeah.
I think that there are better things to focus on in the world of film than current modern U.S. Hollywood cinema.
There 100% are. There's a lot of movies that I have enjoyed. Quite frankly, most of the movies I enjoy are not American.
For me, if you do want to experience American films, your best bet, in my humble opinion, neon lights, my humble opinion, go to the oldies. Go to the oldies. Go to the mid 1900s, like 1940s, 1950s, 1960s.
There's a lot of good movies that we've seen because of this podcast, and there's a lot of discussions that we've had that I've really enjoyed. And I'm excited to do more. Well, Azel,
nothing wrong with that. Yes.
Transformers is currently sitting at C. Do we want to change that to D?
Yes. What is that? No, keep it at C. Sorry, I hit the wrong one. I accidentally showed my advanced thing. I showed funny drink sponsorship. Take that out on my end. Or don't show it on my end.
Oh no, the silly drinks.
Here is what I wanted to show you. The wheel.
Yeah, let's spin that wheel, man.
Spin that wheel.
Woo, 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 woo. What have we got? Tell me the news.
Bird up, gamers. It's time for Birdemic.
Oh my god, it's Birdemic! I'm actually really excited for this one. Thank you again, listeners. We have been so silly today.
Thank you.
We've been all over the place mood-wise, and it's been really fun. I have been on that energy drink, so it's been really good for my energies, as you can probably tell.
It's been so good, for real, for real.
The gigglings have been so good. I have been speaking so much.
The passion was felt. This is mainly a Priscilla episode. Let's get it.
Sometimes it's all about me.
It really is all about. I'm just here to keep you in check.
Yeah,
all right.
He is. He gets me for my little bits sometimes. But thank you again, everyone, for listening.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone.
After this recording, we're going to hash out a proper recording schedule. We're going to keep this shit locked in, and this is going to become like regular.
Hopefully regular. Life permitting.
We're going to make it as regular as we can without tragedies getting in the way.
Tragedies or life. Because remember, as much as we like this, you'll have to take care of yourself. We have to take care of ourselves.
Okay. Love you all, guys.
Take care. See you all next time, all right?
See you next time,
safe. Bye-bye.
Stay safe. Bye.
Bye-bye.